The Celtics won't brick when the Sixers come to town. With Allen Iverson on the court, the C's must be careful. Pitino's crew will be on their A game and ready to make the 76ers history. Celtics, Sixers, coming up next on Fox Sports New England.
The Celtics appear to have taken a Bill Russell pep talk to heart. Taking a cue from the NBA's greatest winner, the Celtics have put together back-to-back impressive victories.
That is nice.
The Sixers, meanwhile, got off to their best start in 9 years. Allen Iverson's injury and a spat with his coach slowed the Sixers down, but now he's back and the team's back on track.
Whoa!
Tonight, the Celtics go for 3 wins in 3 nights. They'll have to go through a player, though, who doesn't back down. The NBA's leading scorer and some would say most dynamic player is in the house tonight. Allen Iverson, little graffiti being written there on his ankle wrap. He's sending out some get well wishes, we are told. The Sixers at 18-16 in town to take on the Celtics here tonight.
You weren't angry at him.
What do you mean?
You weren't angry at him?
When?
When you went to put him back in and he issued any kind of a statement?
Hey, look. Did I answer your question?
No, sir.
I didn't answer your question.
No,
I said
I'm asking you.
Listen. I said I chose not to play him because he said he was hurt. Is that an answer? Okay.
A little bit of the action between Larry Brown and the media surrounding his little to-do with Allen Iverson a week ago. And Rick Pitino greeting his old friend there as the Sixers are in the hunt for the playoffs. They're currently in 8th place in the Eastern Conference, and that would get them in. And the main reason they would get in is Allen Iverson.
Well, this guy is just a super athlete, and one of the outstanding characteristics of his game is his dribbling ability that lets him get anywhere he wants to go. And he also is a passer, and they've tried to make him a point guard. Here's this exceptional dribble, crossovers, back away, little hops, give him the 2. That's Allen Iverson, and take a look at what he's done. Leads the league. Pretty decent field goal percentage. Assists are up as turnovers, and he'll get into the defense too with steals. But this guy is tough to contain. Take my word for it.
He is the whole package, as Rick Pitino well knows.
I thought it was a brilliant move by Larry Brown in putting Allen Iverson to guard. I don't know where he's more disruptive, on offense or defense. He disrupts every offense you try and run with the way he plays the passing lanes. And on offense, at the 2-guard spot, he's pure hell.
All right, we are just about set to go here. Joe Crawford is out there at center court. Looks like he's about ready to throw it up. A quick look at the Brigham starting lineups. Visit Brigham's at www.brighams.com. It is Snow, Ratliff, Lynch, Grant, and Iverson. And quickly, the Sixers into the forecourt. Ratliff kept it alive. Iverson sticks the jump shot.
Well, they got the tip, and Iverson handled it twice.
No surprises for the Celtics out there in the starting 5. Kenny Anderson double-teamed by Lynch and Iverson, the 2 best defensive players on the Sixers, and they cause a turnover. Iverson and Lynch both in the top 7 in the league in steals. Lynch has been a real pleasant surprise for this team, Tom.
Yeah, they brought him in, I think, primarily for defense, but with Iverson handling the ball and ready to get up and go, Lynch has had an opportunity to score a lot of points.
Here's Mercer backing his way in on Snow, unable to hit the turnaround. Rebound taken down by Snow as the Sixers look to continue their quick start here, up a couple of hoops, a minute gone. Grant is going to take it. Rebound. Boy, Ratliff is just so active on the glass. Out of bounds. Last touched by Lynch. It's going to come back Boston's way. Here's a look at the Brigham starting lineup for the Celtics. Mercer, Walker, Potapenko, Pierce, and Anderson. Sixers did not play last night, so we'll see whether they have more hops here in the early going than the Celtics playing their 3rd game in 72 hours. And it's tipped home by Pierce.
Yeah, and Pierce has been doing a lot of that, coming in as the weak side rebounder, and he's got a leap to his legs now. But I like what Kenny just did on the pick and pop play for Potapenko, giving him his best opportunity, that little jump shot.
Not pressing here in the early going team.
No, think Rick Pitino said he's going to try and stay with his game plan. And that is not the press. That was his first thought because of 3 games in 3 nights.
Grant buries the turnaround half hook at 6-2 Philly. Iverson defensively up will give Kenny Anderson all he wants. Iverson is just remarkably quick. Inside, Pierce able to gather and partially blocked as Ratliff and Lynch both got up there. It's going to come back Philly's way. Sixers attacked the basketball, it would appear, Tom.
Well, they got some quick leapers. Ratliff, #1 in that category, and you got to get the shot and don't bring it down. Go right up with it.
Celtics 1 for 4 in the early going, and the Sixers are 3 of 8. They've got 8 shots up in about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Potapenko picks up that foul on the way by. And a look at Eric Snow, who has found a home here in Philly after being a backup out in Seattle to Gary Payton, and then initially he thought he was going to be a backup to Allen Iverson just before the regular season began. The coaching staff in Philadelphia decided that they were going to switch Allen to the 2-guard spot. Snow suddenly became the point guard, and he may just win comeback player of the year because of it. His stats have gone way up. Pierce, little follow-away jumper, partially blocked. Lynch got a piece of that. Lynch trying to post up Walker inside and does.
Now, all great passing right now by the Sixers.
And Rick Pitino wants a 22nd timeout here as the Sixers have opened up a 9-2 lead in the early going. And a chance for us to say congratulations to tonight's 6-star winner. He's James Densmore of, do you know what that, can you say that, Tom? Shapley, Maine?
Sounds good to me, Mike.
Shapley, Maine? Okay. I remember in the old days you guys used to go practice up there. So I thought
we
you might
missed
have
Shapley.
You missed Shapley? Okay.
We missed Shapley, barely.
And we have yet to talk to Willie May tonight. And I don't know if we're going to get to him this time either. He's crouched over there. Talk to me, though. We don't need a camera. Just talk to me.
We sure don't. I talked to Kenny Anderson, though, Mike, a little earlier. He said it's going to be tougher to play the Sixers tonight because of 2 reasons. Iverson back in the lineup, and he takes so many shots. Plus, 3 games in a row. And also, Eric Riley, a late-minute scratch that left foot re-aggravated during the warm-ups.
All right, Coach, thank you. It's too bad. Might be able to use Eric off the bench here for some rebounding. Iverson comes up firing.
Boy, he's such a great athlete on the catch, and it was delivered right where it's supposed to be, and Kenny never had a chance to even bother the shot.
Anderson in traffic, tips it back. Antoine, nice, unselfish play by Antoine Walker.
Antoine's been doing more and more of that, and that's what's called for because they're all trying to jam it down Antoine's throat. The word on Antoine is he won't pass the ball. And once he starts doing that, he's going to become a really great player.
Celtics extend their pressure for the first time. Snow is able to get it up over the 10-second line. Iverson again. Oh, goodness. Allen trots up the court, shaking his head as if you can't stop me.
It's my night, he's trying to.
He may be right. Tony Battie does not get the roll. Rebound to Grant, and they get a foul on Pierce reaching in.
Well, you watch Allen Iverson come off the pick, and you're going to see something special. Well, you didn't see him come off the pick, but it was delivered right where you wanted it to be delivered, and he was into the shot on the catch, and Kenny was right there with him.
Walter McCarty's coming to the front line now to join Antoine Walker and Tony Battie, and they get a block down low, and Battie comes up with the loose ball, quickly advances to Mercer. Antoine running the floor. Mercer wanted to get it to him. Instead, he got it stolen by Snow, and Snow misses the layup, tipped out of bounds, though. It will be Celtic ball. I thought Mercer might have got a piece of it. Dana Barrows is up off the Boston bench, and Rick Pitino is into his bench quickly in this game. We've played barely 5 minutes, and we've got 3 subs in the game.
Now, wants to see where the energy is and get this press unit in. See what can happen with the press as Philadelphia is doing exactly what they want to do. Their game plan is operating perfectly, and
George Lynch is called for that foul, and we're going to get our first timeout. 6:58 left to go here in the first, and the Sixers out to a quick 9-point lead. Philly is up early by 9, and it's time for the Nation's Rent No Sweat replay.
Yeah, and the reason they made this man, Allen Iverson, a 2-guard is so that they could get him his shots where he likes to get them, man. They run plays for him. Here's one of the plays. Comes off a double staggered pick and right into the shot. Ball delivered perfectly. Kenny Anderson had to trail it, and off he was, and he can shoot it.
Theo Ratliff last to touch that. Iverson perfect from the floor. Didn't like that call, and the Sixers may have had a case there. I think the Celtics caught a break. McCarty looking and looking. Finally, Barros is able to shake free. Iverson is more tattooed than I remember him. He's certainly Rodman-like now. The tattoos running up and down both arms.
Well, a little color added every once in a while never hurts, you know.
I guess not. Something to do on the off days.
That's right. We'll get tattooed.
Yeah, it's good it's not the usual schedule. Double team on Iverson. They swing it. Grant is the open man. Misses the outside jumper. McCarty the rebound. Suns looking to run. Here comes Barros. The up quick to Mercer. Antoine did a nice job getting down the floor to get the spot. McCarty line drive 3 won't go down. Tip doesn't go either.
Well, the Celtics are not getting inside the defense. And
Snow a good feed, but Ratliff couldn't finish.
Celtics got to get going to the hoop a little bit, not be fearful of getting shots blocked.
Mercer comes up off the screen, and a line drive jumper goes down. First 2 for Ron here tonight. Celtics back to within 7, and they get back in their pressure. Comes in Iverson. He is tough in the open floor. Got it to Ratliff for 2.
Theo Ratliff has turned into quite a basketball player. He was as skinny as Tony Petit was when he first came in, and now he's got some muscle on those bones.
Petit loses the handle. Iverson the steal. Iverson. Oh, that's got to be it. Oh, come on. That's a travel.
Hey, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet, man.
Let's see. Let's count them here.
Oh, you count them.
Good steal. 1, 2, 3. 3 and a half, huh?
I think they're going to change the rule next summer.
Become like Australian League football. Willie, where are you?
Well, I'm over here opposite the Celtics bench. I talked to Allen Iverson before the game. He does have some more tattoos, 10 to be exact, and counting. So next time he comes in, he may have more. Never can tell, Mike, with the answer.
How many do you have, Will?
None yet, just an ear piercing, thanks.
Willie wouldn't destroy that beautiful body of his.
Absolutely. Mercer again. No. Rebound. Potapinko keeps it alive. Antoine's got it underneath. Taken away. Picked off the floor, though, by McCarty. Celtics have a fresh clock, and now they realize it.
Well, Mercer doesn't know where to go right now as they're denying Kenny Anderson the ball to run it.
Antoine, a 3. No. He's taking a couple here early.
And what they need is Antoine on the boards right now.
Iverson through a crowd gets 2.
Boy, did that go up and in softly? Wow.
He hasn't missed yet. He's 4 for 4. 18 to 6. Inside pass picked off by Lynch. 5 turnovers for Boston here. Grant's going to set a screen for Snow. 4:10 left to go here in the first. Celtics just can't get on track. Long rebound taken down by Mercer again. They look to run. Mercer all the way, rejected by Ratliff. Potapinko a couple of fakes and gets 2.
Well, Mercer did what you're supposed to do. Take it to the hoop, and guess what happened? When Ratliff bothered the shot, there was Potapinko all by himself.
Snow up the sidelines. They skip it to Grant. Ratliff really wasn't ready for that pass. And now decides to shoot it. Here comes Anderson off the miss. Kenny, pull-up jumper. That is short. Rebound controlled by Grant. I'll tell you, Sixers do a nice job getting up and down the floor, Tom.
Yeah, well, they have not changed their lineup yet, and they're going to call a timeout. I tell you, I think this team is getting a little bit tired, right? Sixers.
3:24 left to go here in the first. It's a 10-point Philly lead. Sixers come with some full court pressure.
You know, every once in a while, I think Kenny Anderson gets in a mano-mano frame of mind, you know, and I think right now he's doing mano-mano with Iverson. And the best way to do mano-mano with Iverson is have your team win.
Antoine can't bank it home. Potapnico couldn't control it. Geiger in traffic does.
Well, I would be working with Potapnico in his hands off the boards. He's willing, eager, he gets in there, but he can't hold on to the ball off the board.
Grant. Weak side rebound to Mercer. A slow offensive start for the Celtics here tonight. Mercer into the paint. Leaves it for McCarty. He'll take it. No. And they got Vitale with the push.
What happens is your shooting percentage goes down. You struggle. And then all of a sudden everybody on the Celtics team right now start to say, I've got to do it. I have got to do it instead of we have got to do it. And you just saw that last replay, what's typical when things get a little tough, instead of playing smart and getting the easy shot, and taking the tough shot.
Larry Hughes, the rookie, is coming into the game. He is covering Mercer right now. He lost Mercer behind that screen, and Ron made him pay.
Hughes played pretty effectively down in Philadelphia.
Hughes didn't exactly seem like the piece of the puzzle the Sixers needed. Nice ball movement there as Lynch found Geiger.
That's where Lynch can really help out. He reminds me of Rick Fox, an all-purpose player.
Antoine around Lynch. Unable to put down the no-look shot. Iverson the other way to Hughes, and Hughes is going to get to the line. Nice pass from Allen Iverson.
Boston foul, number 0, Walter McCarty. That's his second personal foul.
Paul Pierce going to come back into the game for the Celtics. Another look at that Sixer fast break.
Well, that was a little behind your back, and
it was right there.
Yep. Well, Allen right now is feeling like all world. Hadgers, big and tall stars, Mike.
Will make you feel like you're all world.
Yes, all world. Fashion, selection, quality, a perfect fit. Call 1-888 for tall men for a location nearest you.
The Celtics continue to dig this hole. It is now a 16-point Philly lead. Anderson gets it to Petit. Tony's going to take it. Back rims the jumper. Celtics on the offensive glass. Walter McCarty's got it. Again, Celtics on the offensive glass. Pierce. It just won't stay down. Geiger comes away with it. Bounce pass ahead to Hughes. Hughes leaves it for Aaron McKee. Good look inside. Lynch is going to get to the line. See, the Sixers are successful all year at getting to the free throw line.
Well, that's Allen Iverson.
Yeah, absolutely.
As soon as you go and start rotating to him, he's good enough passer that he's going to create something good for somebody else.
Geiger jumps out on Mercer. Mercer going to shoot right over it. Front rims it. Aggressive offensive rebound by Pierce. Mercer finds Pierce on the baseline, and Paul will get to the line. Nice ball movement there. Best offensive trip of the night for the Celtics.
Yeah, that gets a round of applause from Kenny Anderson as Mercer faked the pass to the point. And here's a good hustle play by Pierce, and there's the fake pass, and there's Pierce right underneath, and there's the bang from behind. That's taking it to the hoop. Good stuff there.
McKee gets it in and gets it back. McKee, a little trouble with the dribble. Surprised to let McKee bring it up. Not his strength, as you can see. Iverson, skip pass. Hughes, nice little ball fake. And unable to get the shot off in time. Larry Brown's club had the night off to get ready for this one, and they played like it. Allen Iverson, a hot first quarter, and the Sixers are up by 14. Whoops. Stop by any Citizens Bank and ask how you can join the Citizens Bank Celtics Checking Club. It's a member FDIC. Have to get that in there.
I know that. Otherwise, it's not for real.
You're going to do it again. Petit, the baseline jumper to open the second.
Yeah. Geiger is fearful of going up and playing Tony Petit. He's going to have a lot of little jumpers.
Nice defensive play by Kenny Anderson on Allen Iverson. A quick look at the Discover card numbers. 41% shooting for Philly. Tough shot by Pierce there, but it comes right to McCarty and Petit. Nice hustle. Anderson in the paint. And nobody home on a pass. Kenny came up limping. 6 turnovers for the Celtics. Going to watch Anderson see how well he moves here. He's holding like a hamstring problem. And Celtic pressure causes another turnover. Allen Iverson comes up to the official and says, "What was that one?"
That's a walk, Allen, but it also went out of bounds. He touched it while he was stepping on the line.
Exactly right. It's a good call. Walter McCarty short with the 3. Pierce, nice job.
But Pierce is doing all the stuff on the boards. I wish Antoine in this game would be hanging around down there like Pierce is.
Ball's got 9 to lead the way. Celtics have it back to 10 at 27-17. Philly had it as high as 16. Near steal by Pierce. No! You know, I'll call them underneath there. Hughes goes to the hoop.
Now I'm going to make a statement here. They made several blocks in the first quarter. This was a clean block. And every time the Celtics go and attack the ball isn't a foul, which is starting to happen automatically in the minds of these officials. Rookie.
Yes, he has.
He's done a nice job, and he really would have been a sophomore in college this year.
Pierce into the paint, leaves it to McCarty. Walter back to Paul, slashes to the basket, swallowed by Ratliff. Swallowed.
Yeah, that was laid down. Somebody had to uncover. As soon as you got to play Ratliff, who's going to come from every shot block angle possible.
Celtics making Lynch change his shot.
You know, when there's a shot blocker in the game, when you get into the paint, you got to have your eye peeled on him and where his man is, and you can play to him.
And they're going to get Aaron McKee up to reach in there. Oh, no? No foul? Just out of bounds?
Just out of bounds. Because every block now, every time they do something, it's an automatic block, and there's a mentality growing about this Celtic team.
Greg Minor gives it up. Barrow's going to take a 3. Oh. In and out. Aaron McKee. Tough shot. Rebound. Geiger on the weak side. Swallowed up inside, and Ratliff is able to draw a foul. Here comes Iverson back into the game.
You know, one of the things that can confuse defense is if a guy passes, cuts to the basket, that confuses the defense. Boston's defense is really all perimeter and kick it in and inside, and if they converge, kick it back out.
Let's check in with Willie May.
Well, Mike, I got a chance to talk to some of the Celtics players. They said right now the most important player on that team is Vladimir Shulman, who's their physical therapist guy. Had to get them ready for 3 games in a row, if you know what I'm saying.
Vladimir can do it, though. He's the man. 13-point game, 32-19. Iverson back, and this is, but Ratliff follows.
I'll tell you, he knows how to get a spot and control it. Well, there's a mismatch there. Mercer being defended by Iverson. Now they find him.
McCarty, and here comes Ratliff from the weak side.
Well, there's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. There really wasn't a shot there for Walter, and Ratliff came over, fake him up in the air, and just pass the ball to the next guy come down the lane.
6 on the shot clock. Antoine's got to do something. Takes it to the basket. And we got a foul on Greg Minor. Antoine Walker.
That's a phantom call. I didn't
Right.
see anything like that. I thought he might have gotten fouled. But no.
Kenny Anderson, we understand, has strained his right hamstring and will not be back in the first half. And may not be back to the game, depending upon how things look at halftime. Iverson misses outside, and Mercer's got it.
I'll tell you, the Sixers right now are cooperating. If Boston can get some offense going.
Absolutely. Antoine. Anthony Walter McCarty jump shots. No offense to Walter. Sixers turn it over again. Up ahead, Mercer. And Hughes did a nice job denying the shot. Does get the foul. But made sure that Ron Mercer didn't give up on the glass.
Good look up, and that gets Mercer going strong. And, you know, when you go one hand and you're going to slam it, all of a sudden you... take a look at some really good defense here as Pierce thinks he's got the shot, and there's Ratliff just waiting for him. And what you got to do there, like I said, is just look at Ratliff and show him the ball, and I'm telling you, he's going to sky out of the building, and your center is going to get an easy, wide-open shot. And those are little things that any player has to learn against shot blockers, and particularly very difficult lesson for a rookie.
Celtics have McCarty, Barros, Pierce, Walker, and Mercer on the floor. Double figures for Paul Pierce in the game. 11. Boston trying to pick up their defensive pressure here. Mercer, Hawkins, Snow. McKee comes around the screen. McKee doubled and a steal.
Boston foul number 8 on Walker. His second personal foul. Third team.
We'll take another look at the alley-oop to Paul Pierce here.
There's Walter delivering that as he just... Lynch was looking, overplaying the passing angle, and Pierce released. It was delivered right on the money.
Celtics get the ball back on the tip out of bounds.
I tell you, whoever acted on that one got the ball, because none of the officials saw
Nobody knew
who hit it.
No. Here's a case of salesmanship right now.
Yep.
Celtics can get this back to single digits if they can convert here. McCarty loses the dribble, finds Mercer. They get it to Antoine. Working on Ratliff. Takes him down the baseline. Snow came to help out, got the foul.
With big people and jam the boards. They had success.
Iverson. What a move. And Pierce gets tripped coming out of the backcourt.
I tell you, Rick Pitino's defensive strategy on Iverson, even though he's playing two guard, Boston is playing their point guard on him and trying to match up quickness with him and then pick him up after he eludes. Watch this now. Runs into Walter and off the ball. Celtics come up with the rebound and got fouled.
Mercer. Got it. 8 points for Mercer, and 8 is now the Philly lead. Snow gets to Iverson. Iverson up and under. No. Ratliff just took that over the top and gets the turnaround. 9 rebounds for Ratliff. 7 points. The lead back to 10. Barros leaves it. Antoine's going to take a 3. Misses it. He's 0 for 3 shooting threes tonight. But Pierce kicks it back. Barros will try.
That's great stuff. Great heads-up play by Pierce. Saw all the trees in there, faked them, and then spotted. That's how you can get Dana into this game. That type of stuff. Get him in and then kick it out to him.
Snow runs it up. They get it to Grant. Now they find Iverson, and Barros is called for blocking foul.
Yeah, right now, Iverson not too happy getting banged around a little bit. He looks like, why should they be hitting me like that? Well, here's Pierce. Look at all 4 of them around him. 5. And nice kickback to Dana.
Philly not biting and taking a quick shot there. Ooh, Snow and Ratliff.
Now, Antoine just lost his attention totally on Ratliff.
Gets it back to 9. Mercer couldn't make a clean catch. Garnett in the paint. That's rejected from behind. Snow. Follow by Grant.
You know, and I will tell you this, that was a tired defensive stand by Boston.
Yes, it was.
3 guys stood right down there and then trotted up the court.
Mercer off the screen, no rebound. Minor gets it back to Ron, double clutch, another block. This time I think Ratliff got that with both hands, and Iverson finishes on the other end. And the Sixers are on a bit of a roll right here. They have run off 6 quick points after Boston had it down to 7.
You think that some of these guys will get the message that Ratliff is in there? Look for Ratliff.
The guy saved that last block downstairs. I think he got that with his elbow. Antoine. Again, Ratliff made him change the shot.
Made him shoot it fast.
Yeah. Hughes. A loud block by Boston as Walter McCarty goes over the press table. Check out this block by Theo.
Well, there is a good up fake, and
got it with both hands.
Yeah. Where was Theo? You got to locate Theo, or you're going to eat the ball. Take a look at Mercer. Swat.
Mercer. Nope. Iverson. Loose ball rebound. And Sixers will look for the final shot here of the first. And I'm guessing number 3 is probably going to take it. That was right. He missed. And the lead is going to be 15 at the break. So the Celtics make a late run in the second quarter, but the Sixers were equal to it. And they open it back up, 46-31. Philly at the half. Eric Freed when we get back.
Let's take a look at the first half highlights as the Sixers jumped right out against Boston, taking a 17-point lead in the first half, doing it with defense. Matt Geiger with the block, and then Allen Iverson, the jumper. Iverson finding room inside. 11 first-half points for Iverson. 27-13 Philadelphia after one. The Celtics go on a 7-0 run in the trail by only 7. Paul Pierce had the jam, but then Theo Ratliff started doing some jamming of his own. Defensively, 6 blocks for Ratliff in the first half. He has 11 points and 11 rebounds and has led the Sixers to a 15-point lead here at the half. The new Dodge NBA leaders, we take a look at the scoring leaders, and the leading scorer in the league is here tonight. Allen Iverson, averaging over 27 points per game. Halftime continues here. The Sixers by 15. More after this.
Paul Pierce opens the second half with 2. And don't forget, you can stop by any Citizens Bank and ask how you could join the Citizens Bank Celtics Checking Club. It's a member FDIC. Celtics have Dana Barros at the point. I'm guessing we'll have Willie check on this. I'm guessing that means we won't see Kenny Anderson here in the second half. Grant gets the hook to go down.
Where is the hook shot? Bring back the hook shot.
Barros quick release on the 3, and he's got his second of the night.
And Allen Iverson was not thinking that Dana was going to let that fly.
Celtics need a few of those. Snow, the bounce pass. Ratliff. He's going to make a lot of friends on this Philadelphia 76 team, making passes like that. Does not get the turnaround. Potapenko and Lynch battle for the loose ball, and a belated jump ball is called. Let's check in with the coach for the first time, second half. Will.
Well, thank you, Mike. I did talk to Celtics doctors, and it looks like Kenny Anderson is done for the night. He's being worked on as we speak right now. And Dana Barros told me, yes, he is going to let it ride this half.
All right. Threes will just be raining down on people. There goes another. Got it.
And Antoine was looking for him all the way. And Dana just got where he wanted to get to.
Once again, the Celtics have this under double digits at 48-39. Snow for 2. Snow, very methodical, but very effective.
Yeah, he's under control, and he had a mismatch there. He worked Dana down.
Antoine into the paint, lost it, and out of bounds. The officials are looking at each other. And they say Philadelphia ball. Larry Brown and Rick Pitino, 2 coaches who do not spend a lot of time sitting on the bench watching. They're active along their respective sideline. Iverson. Nice catch by Ratliff inside, and he gets fouled as he goes up. Here's a look at the makes and misses for Allen Iverson, favoring the left side of the court tonight.
Well, he's made him on the right side more than on the left, but he's not a three-point shooter per se. What he's doing is really moving his man, and as soon as his man is off balance, he's got the quickness to overpower him with his leap, as small as he is. And that is one of the things that Dana Barros, doesn't quite have the dribbling capabilities of Iverson. But I always thought that Dana would be able to do virtually the same thing, is get the guy going and then just pull up quick. You know who Iverson reminds me of is Calvin Murphy. Total control of his quickness and how to use it.
Potapenko has it stripped as he heads for the hoop.
I'll tell you, we're not learning a lesson here. Everybody's taking it and trying to go straight to the hoop, and they're jamming everything.
Iverson gets the second one to go. Iverson is just 2 of his last 11, and Rick Pitino wants a quick 20-second timeout. 13 for Iverson overall, and 14 is the Philadelphia lead at 53-39.
a look at Theo Ratliff and what he's done tonight. He's been a force. And coming out of nowhere, the weak side rebound. You better put a body on him, of course. And there he is. Another block. Another block. And a little half slammer. Ratliff has been a power and has propelled this team into a substantial lead, and he's done it primarily with his defense and his quickness underneath the basket.
Read the Herald every day for the best sports coverage in town. Call 800-882-1211 for home delivery of the Boston Herald. Antoine over the top. Mercer. Potapinko misses. Pearson offensive rebound, and he gets two.
Well, I just got it over the hands of Ratliff. Ratliff was right there, and he arced it over the top of Ratliff. What a tough shot.
Yeah, I told Kenny Anderson definitely will not return tonight. So Dana Barros is going to log it.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Everybody in his building saw that one.
That's unbelievable.
Allen Iverson. I'll tell you. I'm tired of telling people.
That's unbelievable.
There's a new head of officials that's trying to get this under control. They've had problems.
Potapinko, the hook goes.
Establishing a full officiating core, but Joe Crawford was right there watching that play and refused to call a walk.
Oh, he shook his head no twice.
No, he didn't walk. Give me a break. I mean, if you're a lead official, you ought to be leading the pack.
Iverson. Rick Pitino felt he dribbled out of bounds. And I think he was right. Celtics get the ball back, though. Trail it by Edie. Make it 12. Leave it down quickly. Mercer saves the turnover.
Well, get into something now, and they're way out at half court going to start their offense.
Barrows to the basket, and he gets fouled on that. Allen Iverson called for the foul.
Oh, he doesn't like it. The poor guy doesn't like it.
That's his first. Let's see that move by Iverson that got all our attention. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2. 2 and 3 quarters.
All I can say is if Will Chamberlain was ever able to do stuff like that, he would have scored 100 a game.
Potapinko can't make Ratliff bite. Lynch comes to help out, and the turnover is caused.
Vitaly's got to stop playing like a bull in a china closet at times, you know, trying to pull his way totally in there.
Barros nearly got the steal and then caused the turnover. And we're going to get a timeout. 6:36 left to go here in the third. Sixers by a dozen. Ratliff for 2. Oh, my good Ratliff.
Wow, he's got the whole game going now, baby.
Sure does. Snook at Iverson with him on the break. Finds him. Iverson gets fouled. McCarty and Batsi are going to come in for Boston. Geiger's going to come in for the Sixers.
I'll tell you, Dana is hurt. He's down on the floor, and they're attending to him, and Marlon Garnett will go in. I don't know what happened to Dana, but... Because out of nowhere comes Paul Pierce. the temperament to hit the boards like Pierce has been willing to do here in his rookie season.
20 points for Paul tonight. The Celtics within 14. It's been a strange game. Philly led by double digits in the first quarter, and it's kind of held on to it all night long. Hughes hangs in there. Oh, how about? Looked like he might have been in the cylinder.
I think so, but I think Joe Crawford wants to get this game over with. Joe Crawford has never been a friend of the Celtics. I'm going to tell you that.
And Snow gets 2 off the steal. 9 for Snow. The lead back to 18 with 8 minutes to go in the game. Barrels to dish. Mercer. Did he get off? No, says the official. 24-second violation. Antoine Walker's going to come back in for the Celtics. And while he does, I'll remind you, the new Seaport Hotel, conveniently located on Boston Harbor and just minutes away from the financial district, Logan Airport, and the city's best attractions, offers a great alternative for business and leisure travelers alike. For reservations and information, just give them a call at 1-877-SEAPORT or visit them on the web at seaporthotel.com. McKee does not get the bounce. 7:25-18. Kenny Anderson, who aggravated a hamstring in the first quarter, has not returned to action since. Dana Barros and Marlon Garnett have been sharing the point guard duties. Dana, little opening, makes the jumper. 11 for Barros.
You know, he doesn't feel as threatened by Iverson as most people do. And he feels he can get his shot off against Iverson. That's unusual.
Geiger puts it on the floor and loops it up almost a half court to Snow. And this way to McKee. Inside to Geiger. Geiger again with that looping pass. And Iverson is able to answer from the corner. 16, quiet 16, as I said, for Iverson here tonight. But Philly is now flirting with their first 20-point lead of the evening, up 19. Antoine still looking for his first basket. And this search will continue.
They'll boo Antoine, and that really is uncalled for.
That really is. He does not deserve that.
It is really, really uncalled for.
I mean, Dana Barros was right in his face. And Iverson buries the jump shot. We got a timeout. It's all Philly. Sixers will use some clock here and take it under 5 minutes to go in the game. And Iverson draws a foul down on the baseline.
Well, thanks, Mike. You did see Allen Iverson's mother earlier, and Iverson, yes, she's hanging out on the road trip. But earlier you saw Allen has Get Well Mr. Hill on his left ankle, and that's a tribute to Tyrone Hill's dad, who is sick back in Cincinnati. Best wishes, Mr. Hill.